Hey everybody, it's Amanda at the Madison County Extension Office. Just wanting to let you know there is a chance of freeze later this week. So be sure to cover any tender plants or fruit that is currently flowering. So what plants might be impacted? Cool season plants do not need to be covered. These plants include things like broccoli, cauliflower, cabbages. These grow well in cool season. Warm season plants such as tomatoes, peppers, do not tolerate cold temperatures and will be killed by cold weather. Really, those shouldn't be planted until May anyway, and so if you do have some in the ground, you'll probably have to protect them not just this time, but for any other cold spells that we do have. Fruit that is currently blooming should be covered if feasible, and while it would be very difficult to cover an entire tree, shrubs, strawberries, small trees should be able to be covered. So can covering help plants? Covering properly can actually provide 2 to 5 degrees of protection. So if we don't get too cold, if we don't get down to below 28, for instance, 27 or 28, you should be able to help your plants. So how do you cover plants? Local materials work better than using plastic or paper. If you do use plastic, be sure that it doesn't come into contact directly with the plant. Covers can be laid directly on plants or supported in some way over the plants, such as in the picture to the right, where we've made sort of a tent over the plants. Extend the cover all the way to the ground so that you can utilize the heat that is stored in the ground. One way I see people that don't cover correctly, it's called lollipopping, and if you can imagine a lollipop, people will just cover the portion of the plant that is growing. So if it's a tree, they'll only cover the canopy portion, and that does not utilize the heat stored in the ground, and so that is not an effective way to cover. Apply the cover in late afternoon before frost or freeze is expected, and then remove the cover the next morning when temperatures are above freezing. So remember, there is still a lot of cool weather ahead. In fact, I looked at the weather forecast earlier this evening, and it looks like we're going to take a potential cold turn in a week or two. So avoid planting warm season crops until May. If you want more information on gardening, contact me, Amanda Sears, at the Madison County Cooperative Extension Service. We're located at 230 Duncannon Lane, Richmond, Kentucky, and we can be reached at 623-4072. My email address is amanda.sears@uky.edu, and you can see that we can also have a website at madison.ca.uky.edu. And if you go over to the Horticulture tab, you'll find lots of information about gardening in central Kentucky. Thanks, and stay safe and healthy.